Just keep your eyes closed. Just see these points very clearly, please. To be with yourself, there is no waiting. There is no waiting time to be with yourself. You are always yourself. What you are not, you shall wait to be. Like you are not yet old. Your body is not yet old. You have to wait for the old age. Your body is not young. You have to wait till the youth. You are not educated. You shall wait to be educated, to do something. But just to be, you don't have to wait. Like an actor. Please see this and look at your life. To wait for a role, you have to wait. But to be the actor who takes the role, you are always there. There is no waiting time. You have to wait to be married. You have to wait to be divorced, to be separated. You have to wait to get a job or to get out of a job. But you, who is waiting for a job, a marriage, a relationship, disease, death, always there. And that you is not the physical body. The body has no sense of waiting. Body doesn't wait for childhood. The body doesn't wait to be born. Parents wait for the child to be born. The body has no such sense of waiting. Neither does the body wait to be young or old, live or to die. Body has no sense of waiting. Like the time has no sense of flowing from the past to the present to the future, or flowing from future to present to past. These are all three imaginary dimensions. In the timeless existence, future, present, past have no meaning. Same thing also, space. You may travel in space, but the space never moves, never travels. So these two dimensions, here and now, which has no change, and that is yourself. body has no sense of waiting, nor the thoughts have any sense of waiting or restlessness. You are conscious of every thought. And you don't have to say, please see that, be that. You don't have to say, I am conscious to be conscious. You don't have to think, I am conscious to be conscious. Thoughts and the speeches are redundant for the consciousness to be. But the existence, awareness, yourself, a thought is not needed. A speech or a word, a name is not needed. Listen carefully. To be conscious, listen carefully and see the truth of it. To be conscious, a body is needed, a mind is needed. But to be the consciousness, existence, body is redundant, mind is redundant. Just see this point. Formless space. In order to appear, to have a form, like the home space, car space, a home is needed, a car is needed. But to be formless, no form is needed. To be conscious of a thing, listen carefully. To be conscious of a thing, to be conscious of a sound, a ear is needed. To be conscious, ear is not needed. That is why a deaf man also shall be conscious. To be conscious of a touch, the skin is needed. But to be consciousness itself, even if the skin loses its tactile nature, the capacity to feel the touch, yet you shall be conscious. A leprosy patient loses the sense of touch but doesn't become unconscious. To be conscious of sights, seeing the forms, colors, stars, anything. Eyes are needed. But to be the consciousness, the eyes are not needed. So a blind man may not be able to see, but he is conscious. But a person with eyes can choose to close his eyes, not to see anything, but to be conscious, to be the consciousness itself. In your meditation, being with yourself, you close your eyes. Perception not needed for you to be the consciousness. Just to be conscious, to be the consciousness. Eyes are not needed. So the blind man is as conscious as when the man with the eyes. To be conscious of a taste, the tongue shall be needed. But to be conscious, you don't have to taste anything. To be conscious of a smell, the nose is needed. But to be conscious, to be the consciousness itself, nose is redundant. To move about, running, jumping, swimming, climbing, doing any physical activity, experiencing sensation of all kinds. You need your physical body, but to be conscious, to be the consciousness itself, no physical activity needed. Please see the beauty of this. To be mortal and living through mortality, changes in this universe, a body is needed. To be mortal, changeless, consciousness, a body is not needed. You need the body to enjoy mortality. Live through changes of life. That is why this body is so precious. Deha devalaya pruktaha. The physical body is like a temple. Dehi devo maheshwara. Deho yasyasti dehi. One who has the body, not who is the body. You have a body. Who you are, consciousness, the self, the awareness, doesn't need a body to exist. To need the body, to live, experience, enjoy mortality, changes, perceptions of all kinds. Unconsciously, when you equate living a life with perceptions, listening to the sounds, touching, tasting, seeing, hearing, smelling, emotions of all kinds, then you are frightened that your living comes to an end when the body passes, sense organs lose their capacity. But if you appreciate immortality, consciousness is the immortal content of mortality. The Shiva shining in the Shava. The immortal, the deathless, dancing in and through the dying, changing universe. For the water to be, a wave is not needed. But for the appearance of the wave, a little name and form is needed. Nobody creates a stone. You create a carving. Please see these friends. You create a carving, you don't create stones. You sculpt out a sculpture out of wood, but you don't create wood. Raw material already existing. Something is made out of it. A shape is given. Forms carved out of formless. And that formless remains in unto the form. The stone is still the stone, even if it appears to be a statue. The wood is still the wood, even if it appears to be a toy or a statue. Consciousness is still the consciousness, even if it appears to be the universe with infinite names and forms. Just see this. Long before you go into the macrocosmic dimension, the solar systems, galaxies, the universe, just start at home with your own body. You have to wait for your body to grow up. There is no waiting to be conscious. You can wait for the days to dawn, the dusk to arrive. There is no waiting for meditation. Please understand. People wait for appropriate time for meditation, not knowing you don't have to wait for meditation. There is no appropriate or inappropriate time for meditation. Meditation is your being, who you are. In summer, winter, rain, spring, not only the seasons outside, in the summer of your life in the youth, in the winter of your life in the old age, in the healthy moments of spring of life, in all seasons of your body. Awareness, one and the same. Ajivin. There is no waiting for meditation. There is no waiting for yourself, the consciousness, because you are the meditation. See that, friends. Don't have to wait for my speech to invoke the consciousness. It's already there. I don't create it. Words do not create it. They only reveal. They already revealed. Can't wait. There is no waiting. Once you know that, in and through the past, present and future, eternity flows. In a sense of future, or past or present, without the I, the individuality, being there, the mind being active. So in your deep sleep, 6, 7 hours, 8 hours pass as a moment between your going to sleep and waking up. It's just one moment. Seems to be lasting for 6, 7, 8 hours. Everything is forgotten. The consciousness is there. That is why waking up, you say, I did not know anything. How do you know? I know. What do you know? I don't know anything, or I did not know anything. Knowing was always there, always there. Being conscious is always there. Perception suspended, thoughts suspended. Listen carefully. Perceptions suspended. Thoughts, memories suspended. Waking up means perception resumes, thoughts resume. Experience it all times. You are that experience, the consciousness, in whose presence you experience every sight, sound. Listen carefully. Seeing, listen carefully. You are listening. Listening is an experiencing through ears. Suppose I don't speak, you continue to experience not listening. Ears, please. Consciousness at the level of the ears is listening. When you are not listening, you are conscious. Sound is not reported. The experience of a sound stops, but the experiencing itself doesn't stop. That is why your experiencing is being yourself. So being and experiencing, nobody takes away. experiencing a sound can be suspended. In the absence of a sound, or in the absence of the capacity of the ear, either the sound is not there, or the ears are deaf, you cannot listen to the sounds. Experience of listening will not be there, but experiencing continues. That is what you continue to experience, a sight or a touch or a taste or a smell. Same consciousness. There is no waiting for a sound or a touch or a taste or a smell. No waiting for a thought. Individuality waits. In its delusion, even it waits for consciousness. It waits to be in meditation. Understand, that is the Brahma, the delusion. It is yesterday, Yasya Udaye, in whose rising Swapnavat Brahma Bhavati, all the delusions, false notions becomes like a dream with no substance. When you are with yourself, no craving, no resistance. What a fulfillment. Like the space is existing. Now there is a beautiful sunrise or a sunset. Now there is scorching rays of the sun. A lovely Himalayan landscape, or a harsh landscape of a desert. Flower falls from a tree, or a huge star born short in the cosmos. Space remains unaffected. So also yourself. You, awareness, everything happens. You no more take them to be real. They appear to disappear. Yet, from another standpoint, you are the content of those appearances and disappearances. Water remains the same, in the rising and falling of the waves. You give it a name called wave, but it's the same water in and through. The name is not needed, either for the wave to be or the water to be. Same thing. You see in yourself. Always conscious. thoughts or no thoughts, perceptions or no perceptions, youth or the old age of the body, it's health or disease, or surrounded by friends or enemies. Now there is luxury, now there is misery. Whatever changes may come to pass, you are the changeless content. Always in meditation, waiting for appropriate time or place. You are the meditation, the timeless content of time, the spaceless content of the space. Desha kala vishaya ativartiyat brahma tattvamasi. That consciousness, all pervasive. Name it Brahman if you choose. You don't have to name it. Existing in and through the time and space. Yet in it, there is no time, no space. Tattvamasi, that you are. That everything is. Nobody is better or lesser, greater or smaller, holier or less. You are not more or less immortal, more or less happiness, more or less divine. It's all one and the same. Avivaktam cha bhuteshu vibhaktam iva cha sthitam. Avivaktam, indivisible, undivided, existing, vibhaktam iva cha sthitam, existing as though divided, in and through everything. So be the indivisible. Enjoy, see the divisions. Live with the divisions. Be the indivisible. Be immortal. Live through mortality. Mortality is joy, when immortality is appreciated, or else death brings the fear of annihilation, non-existence. When you see the existence itself, immortality, auspiciousness, shivoham, shivoham, you are no more frightened death, mortality or annihilation. Nothing ever remains or gets annihilated, non-existent. There is fullness. Shivoham, Shivoham. Just see that. Be that for yourself. Friends, if you recognize, even to start the class saying, relax, is a joke. You are always relaxed, always in meditation. If you take yourself to be restless with the mind, you say relax. If you take yourself to be restless with your physical body, you say relax. Understand? Body can be tired. To regain its freshness. Mind can be tired. It needs the sleep to regain its freshness. You are Sanatana. Sadaiva Nutana, eternally fresh. There is no tiredness for refreshing yourself. Sleep to give the body a rest. Sleep to rest your tired mind. Mental activity. In meditation, the eternal freshness, sleep is not needed. You can be eternally restful, even when the body is going through changes. Body getting tired, old, dilapidated, exhausted. Bodiless awareness. The mind can be tired. Continuous, repetitive thoughts, worries and anxieties. The mind is tired. These thoughts keep coming. The individuality feels tired. Who shouts? Who complains? Who cries with agony? Oh, I cannot take it. Who says that? The body has no sense of not being able to take a disease or death. Body has no resistance. The thoughts have no sense of resistance. The thoughts by themselves are not tiring, they are just thoughts. It's like the fire. Fire by itself has no sense of a burning sensation. Only when you put something into it, that something gets burnt, that something gets heated or feels the sensation. The fire itself is not tired of its svabhava, nature. Something drowns in the water, water doesn't drown. Thoughts do not drown. Somebody feels drowned in the womb of the thoughts, the lap of the thoughts, the depth of the thoughts. The thoughts do not torture, torment, persecute. You feel tormented, tortured, persecuted, or exhilarated, excited. It all belongs to this I. Tired, it looks for refreshment. Refreshing, freshness. Ajo nitya sasvatayam purana. Unborn, eternal, ever-existing, Sanatana, ever fresh. So sleep to rest your body. Sleep to rest your mind. But not out of a compulsion. The I thought, it drags the restlessness of the body or the mind to itself. The movement and the growth of the body or changes of the mind to itself. It demands rest, feels tired and exhausted. When there is nobody to say, I am conscious, to be consciousness. Nobody to say, I am the freshness, to be the Sanatana. Aham Atma iti, Atmanavakti. The self doesn't say, I am the self. As when the body doesn't say, I am the body. The thoughts do not say, I am the thought. Just see that. So to be the self, you need or wait for a name. Either to name yourself or to dismiss a name. Some lose themselves in naming everything. Some lose themselves in attempting to dismiss the names. There is no need to name except for convenience. There is no need to remove the names. Again, except for your convenience. Just see that. Who you are, eternal, nameless presence. Okay, friends, now read one or two verses, we shall see that. If you see these things clearly, what I was talking to you, all the descriptions are only the name for that. Like beauty is a nameless experience, just think. When you enjoy a sunrise, sunset, music, or a presence of a nice person, loving, kind atmosphere, the fragrance of the flower, you don't have to say anything. But when you say, oh, how beautiful, how nice, You see? Because it is beautiful, you are telling it's beautiful. Not because if you don't say it is beautiful, it will stop being beautiful. Your urge to describe is almost unstoppable. So you almost feel forced to talk it out. How nice, oh, beautiful. Why do you say that? That is where the poetry is. That is where the description comes. When you are touched with pain, agony, or with ecstasy, you talk it out. These descriptions are all ecstasy. Being with yourself. What after that? What? Suddenly time is suspended, space is suspended, experience is suspended, no sense of limitation, absolutely euphoric, so beautiful. Somebody will wonder, what is so beautiful? He looks at everywhere, there is nothing there. But the person says, oh, it's so nice. What? There is nothing to see outside. It's a nice Sufi story, beautiful. The teacher was sitting in meditation, just reveling in himself. The student come and they sit around the teacher. And when the student keep quiet, because the teacher is quiet. When the teacher opens his eyes, the students ask, in a very beautiful language, where had you been? Because you are not here to look at us, to talk to us. How beautiful. Where had you been? See that? Not that the body has come late, therefore you ask me, Swami, where have you been? No. Here I am closing my eyes. What is it? Where have you been? Where are you? That means the mind travel, okay? The travel. Where is your thoughts? Where have you been? Beautiful question. And the teacher smiles and said, I had been to the rose garden. Because in Sufi language, rose garden is like consciousness, meditation, whatever. Been to the rose garden. Eternal fragrance. And the students asked, so you went there? Did you bring some roses for us? Could you bring some roses for us? The teacher says so nicely, I did take a piece of cloth to pluck some roses, to bring for you. But I got so intoxicated with the fragrance of the rose that the clothes dropped. Could not bring anything. Incapacity to describe, understand that? That incapacity to describe. How do I say? How are you feeling? How do you say? Can you describe your feelings? Anger, hatred, jealousy. That's why people shout, ooh, wow. To describe your anger, when people see you trembling, bloodshot eyes, panic, frustration, your body is woo, they know you are going through it. When you are ecstatic, totally with yourself as you are enjoying being in meditation. Can you shout? Fine. That is where, what you say? You accept. Okay. Let the person. So you close your eyes, sit down, and you are with yourself. Somebody says, oh, why are you wasting your time closing your eyes? Say, no. While eating food only, you open your mouth. Now you close your eyes while acting. If you are really with yourself, what shall you say? Will you argue? If you are not really with yourself, you will argue. Suppose you are really trying to escape the activities, and therefore you are keeping your eyes closed, then you will argue. What do you think I am doing? Why can't I sit down like this? Because you are restless. You are hiding from some activity, escaping from some responsibility. Therefore you shall fight. But suppose you are really being with yourself. When the person says, what shall you say? You only smile. Yes. I really not working for anything. Please don't give me food. I say, okay, it's all right. You cook and you eat because you are acting, so please eat. If I am hungry, I will ask you. You don't give them guilt also. You are not giving me anything. No. Please take things and I don't want. You have it. Why? You are so fulfilled with yourself. That is why tulya ninda stutir mauni santushto yena kenachi. Tulya ninda stuti. Somebody comes and worships. Oh, you are so nice, so wonderful. Thank you. Somebody ninda, parasite, idiot, lazy, lethargic, stupid, wasting time. Fine. Mana apamanayo tulya. Somebody comes and gives you all respect, somebody disrespect. You being who you are is not dependent upon what others say or do not say. That is how everybody should know it, everybody should understand it. That is why these verses are a natural outburst. Just like when you are angry, should you tell the fellow to be abusive? Have you not seen people? Abusive people. Horrible language. Unprintable, unspeakable. Languages they use. Do you have to prompt them? Only difference is, to an angry person, you don't have to prompt. You cannot also stop. Whereas the wise man's ecstatic exposition, ecstatic overflow, something which he can stop as he chooses. He can choose to go ballistic, ecstatic. He can also choose to be absolutely, what is there to talk? Mukam karoti vachalam. Vachalam karoti mukam. Mukam vachalam karoti. What is that? Then you go on, maybe talk for hours. Vachalam, what is there? So these verses are so beautiful. First, that is why meditation. Okay, yesterday I told you a little bit, today also, just see that. Begin your day. Please begin your day. The moment you wake up, first thing to be done is be aware of yourself. Where are you? Are you with yesterday's memories, experiences, or are you with today, now? Who are you? A disturbed husband, wife, father, mother, brother, unhappy loser, or an ecstatic gainer. Don't start with built-ups. Start with yourself. Are you getting that? Start with the self. Because that is the point, who you are. And remain with the source, yourself. That is what. Please read, we shall see how beautiful. In fact, what is there to talk after all that? But please read. Yasya bodhodaye tavat swapnavat bhavati brahma tasmai sukhaika rupaya namah shantaya tejase arjayitva akhilan arthan bhogan apnoti pushkalan nahi sarva parityajam antarena sukhi bhaved. So here, very beautifully, Bhagavan ASHTAVAKRA now writes about, but like the phala, the result. If I get this knowledge, what do I get? If I know myself, all right, what shall I get? Because everybody is like that. Why don't you go to Himalayas? What is there? Why don't you go to Kanyakumari? What is there? Oh, very nice. What do I get out of it? Why don't you study something like this? Why? What is there? What do I get out of it? No? Everybody asks that. If I get this, okay, self-knowledge, understanding about myself, all that we are talking about, what do I get? Yasya bodha udaye swapnavat brahmaha bhavati. Brahmaha swapnavat bhavati. Yasya bodha udaye. By understanding which, the Brahma, all the misconceptions becomes as fragile as dreams, meaning they don't affect you anymore. Yasya udaya. What is that udaya? Jnana udaya. What is that jnana? Atma jnana. Because long before we come to get the knowledge of ourselves, we have got so many knowledge. What has happened? Some other confusion has remained. Why? Because there are two types of knowledge. One is paravidya, other is aparavidya. Absolute knowledge of the absolute, knowledge of the relative world. Understand? Very clearly. You know all this, please understand. Knowledge of the relative world. How many different, if I can make a plural, how many different knowledges are there? I should not make a plural in English, but how many different knowledges are there? Infinity. Can anybody know everything? That is why when you get, in fact, in this relative knowledge, aparavidya, the more you know, the more you discover how much more you don't know. So every time the sense of knowledge invokes a sense of ignorance, which you cannot escape. And that fellow is really studious, that person is really informed, who is very humble about his knowledge. Like somebody told, no, it's Newton, or somebody say they give a name, they give to him that, oh, you know so many things. The person said, I have collected few pebbles in the shoreless ocean of knowledge. Few pebbles. That's a very nice way of telling. Few pebbles. That is why in Sanskrit they say, Namranti phalino bruksha. Namranti gunino jana. Phalino brukshaha namranti. Go and look at our mango trees. What is happening? Oh. With so much fruit, they automatically bend down with the humility. There is no fruit. Arrogance means what? Where there is absolutely nothing of any consequence. The person doesn't know that he doesn't know anything. Therefore, too arrogant. A person who knows, he also knows how much he doesn't know. Person who is really rich is never proud because he knows how much more he can have and he doesn't have. You will be such a wonderful person. How much more I can love and I cannot. How much more kind I can be, but I have not been so kind, so loving, so giving. What is that problem? You give 2 paisa and you are so proud. You give 1 word and you feel so proud. 1 little something and the person feels so no end of himself. Imagine. And what is that we can give in this universe? Imagine the whole creation, how much we own in this universe. 1 acre of land, 100 acre, 1000 acre. A little bit of something, how much can you give? What is there to be proud? If I can do something, fine. So more you get knowledge, more you discover how much you would not. And relative knowledge, when you know physics, what do you say? I am a physicist. You know mathematics? I am a mathematician. History? Historian. Music? Musician. Painting? Painter. So listen carefully, every relative knowledge you pick up, it adds to your identity. So the I, the individuality now gets fattened. First it was very humble or helpless, weak, useless. I don't know anything. Start knowing something. Matriculate. I passed matriculation. University, graduate, postgraduate, doctor, PhD, physicist, mathematician, engineer, scientist, musician. Then you go around the world, traveler, well-traveled, get money, very rich. So everything you get, it adds to the individuality. Please see how nice. That is why the person becomes so much more arrogant, proud, intolerant. Because not only I am rich, there is nobody richer than me. Not only I know this subject, but nobody knows better than me. So, yeah, that jnana udaya, when that type of knowledge comes to your life, the Brahma does not become swapnavad bhavati, but the Brahma, the mistakes, delusions are more hardened. So much so, the person can say, I don't have to know myself, I know I am a PhD. I am an unbeliever. I don't believe in anything. Hey, but who are you? I told you I am an unbeliever, I don't believe. But sometimes you believe you are a believer. You are an unbeliever in, say, in the matters of God or truth or self or whatever. But you believe in your money, no? Yes, so you are a believer or an unbeliever? So who is this guy? But the person is so like a stone wall. Nobody can pass through. Understand? Only when you feel fragile, oh my God, poverty doesn't pay, even prosperity doesn't pay. Ignorance doesn't pay, even so much of knowledge also doesn't pay. It creates more problems. Then you go to Varavidya, absolute knowledge. What is absolute? Knowledge of the absolute. Knowledge. Who is the absolute now? I. The knower is absolute. Why? what you know is a relative. I know physics, I know mathematics, I know geography, I know physiology, I know music, I know painting, this I. So I is there, so I am physicist, so I am mathematician, musician, scholar, Sanskrit language, scripture oriented, Shastri, all that, I. So this I is the absolute, the knower. So know about that. So when you know the meaning of the word I, ASHTAVAKRA, these dreams disappear. Delusions. And these delusions which really chained me, pained me, made me limited, suddenly disappear. It's like you remained within the limits. Every little knowledge you picked up is like a cage. Like you put a fence around yourself. The world has no fence. But when you create a fence, you don't allow the world to come in. If they come in, it's trespassing. You don't also, cannot go out. You think that is your world. You don't know you have created a fence around you. So when that fence goes away, listen carefully. Listen, huh? Should the fence go or you go? Who brought the fence? But what do you say? Remove the fence. Remove the fence or remove the individual who is creating the fence. You are creating your own fence. Everybody who learns physics is not proud, or chemistry or mathematics, and whatever the subject, rich or poor. The positions do not bind you. You get yourself bound by the position. Remember the story? The tree is not leaving me. The man is going and shouting, the tree is not leaving me, the tree is not leaving me. And the person comes and says, how can you say the tree is not leaving you? You are holding on to the tree. And you say, tree is not leaving you. What is that something which has held on to you? Position, money, wealth, things. Oh, no more, my child depends on me, my own father depends on me. Yes, they can. But are you responding to that? Baby will hold on to you. Like a patient holds on to the doctor. But if the doctor has a dependence on the patient, an ignorant person can hold on to the wise man. But if the wise man also holds on to the ignorant, that's why one who is holding on to you shall throw tantrums because he doesn't get enough of you or all of you. Two children, no? One child holds on to the mother, the other one is jealous. So do you have that sense? Understand. Nothing creates a fence. Nothing is a fence unless I fenced myself. So the first fence is I thought. I lose myself. Because to be myself, I don't have to say I. Then you create so many relative identities. So, Yasya Udaya, so when you understand the meaning of the word I as to who I am, Swapnava, just like waking up from a dream. When you wake up from a dream, what happens? The dream continues, but it doesn't affect you. The tiger was running behind you, you are really frightened, but you have gone up. Then how do you smile now? Oh my God, he falls. Let the tiger run. That is known as the Jivan Mukti. Living, liberated. Living because body is there, thoughts are there, world is there, everything is there. Disease is there, death is there, changes are there, anger is there, hatred there, other people, whatever. Many people with many emotions are around. But liberated because you are not involved with your own body, own mind, or with something else. Not that you are indifferent, but you are unaffected. Are you getting the difference between indifference and unaffected? Indifferent means, if I can use that word, I don't give a damn. You ask or don't ask, you come or not come, you die or live, I don't care. That is indifference. Unaffected is, yes, death has come, disease has come, poverty has come. A situation has arisen. A situation arises. We'll see it. Indifference can lead to not only neglecting others, but also neglecting yourself. Destroying others, but also self-destruction. Whereas when you are unaffected, happy with yourself, nobody is affected, you don't affect, you get affected. So, yasya udaye brahma, samsara brahma. Samsara brahma means what? Dehoham, manoham, I am the body, I am the mind. This is my son, this is my daughter, this is my child, this is my friend, this is creation, this is what it is. And taking it to real, not that when you know nobody is my child, nobody is my daughter, nobody is my wife. It's not like that. Everything has a place, but this is a role we play. It was a very nice Sanskrit verse. It says, Runanubandha rupena pati patni sutadaya runakshaye kshayam yanti tatraka paridevana. Runanubandha rupena pati patni sutadaya. As though you have got a date. Prarabdham karma. Because of which somebody is your husband, somebody is your wife. Pati, patni, sutadaya, children. Parentage, relationship, father, mother, brother, friends. Whom do you meet in life is not your decision. Why you met, whom do you meet? Why a particular child was born to you, why not to somebody else? Whatever it is. Runa anubandha rupena, because there may be some last life's date or something like that, by which people they come around you. Runakshaye kshayam yanti. They pay their debt, they go away. That is why father is there, son is gone. Son is there, father is gone. Mother is there, daughter is gone. Daughter is there, child, sister is gone. Everybody is there, you are gone. You are youngest, but you are gone. This will happen. Please tell me one life, one family, where something, what we call untoward, has not happened. Tell me. This morning I was thinking that, this Brahma, you must clearly understand. If you observe life, you will say nothing to complain. Is there a life where people have not died with underage, when there is a 15 year, 16 year, 20 year? Other day one gentleman came here, his grandson passed away in an accident, 15-year-old. Coming home from the school, Dhaka, accident out. You saw 230 children now out in there. Tsunami, how many people go? The 1999 super cyclone, what happened? World war, what happens? Forget world war, man-made war. Even families, if you look at it, what happens? It's like an accident. Everything is fine, suddenly you meet with an accident. Speed goes down. A different lifestyle changes take place. Suppose you are paralyzed, something happened. In path of life, how many accidents we meet? Only if you are a visible person in society, everybody knows about you. But average person's lives, not many people know about it. But does it happen in average person's life or no? It happens in every life. Because it is in a dimension where it will happen. Your physical body, you cannot keep it as it is all times to come. You are a child. You are a child of your father or mother. Slowly you become a father and mother. Now parents are. Now suddenly you discover now you are becoming a redundant father and mother because your children have their own children and they have their own family and you are useless. Unless you step in, nobody will ask you. Think. That is why, what should you do? Be such a graceful presence. Needed? Yes. Not needed? Thank you. Can somebody not be hit by the disease just because he's 20, 30, 40? In every family, they live together, but they don't love together. They don't love each other. They live together, but they don't love each other. That happens or not? Nobody knows about it. How much pain average person goes through. It's all hidden. Thinking this is how life will be. Samsara dukkham, life is a pain. No. All these are affecting you if you identify with it. That is why that is the Brahma. Who is Brahma? The creation is not a mistake. The body is not a mistake. The I is the mistake. Are you getting that? I thought is a mistake. Creation is not a mistake. Body is not a mistake. Marriage is not bad. Relationship is not bad. Food is not bad. Food is bad. Or the eater is stupid. Money is bad or the spender is stupid. Knowledge is arrogance or the knower is arrogant. So when this I, you know about yourself, bodha udaye, when this knowledge takes place, swapnavad bhavati, like a swapna, like a dream, under the spell of which you are either frightened or ecstatic. Both way. Now that goes away, so no more sukham, dukkham. No bhaya, there is no fear, no anxiety, no success, failure, defeat, winning, none of these things. Everything as it is pure. Tasmai sukhaika rupaya. So this is what you will get. If you get the knowledge of yourself, this is what you will get. So tasmai sukha eka rupaya sukhaya. So that is the sukham. Listen carefully. Namasantaya tejasa. That is the shanta, where there is total peace and quietude, fulfillment. That is yourself. Tejas, suprakasa, brilliance. Self-effulgent, peaceful existence. That is yourself. You will get it. Really? Now, next word I just tell you, then we shall see tomorrow. Next class. Arjayitva akhilan arthan. Beautiful language which many times we have talked about. Somebody may be comfortable, but you are comfortably miserable. That difference between the happiness and the comfort. Okay? Now it brings it. Can you believe it so beautifully? Arjayitva akhilan arthan. Puskalan bhogan apnoti. Purushaha, person, man, a human being. Akhilan arthan arjayitva. Having earned lot of securities. Artha, money, cows, gold, land, artha, plenty of it, having earned it, pushkalan, bahut, many, lot of it having earned, bhogan apnoti, he gains a lot of bhoga. Bhoga means what? Enjoyment. Bhoga. Na sukhi bhavet. Sarva parityaga mantarena na sukhi bhavet. He gains bhoga. He becomes a bhogi, but not a sukhi. Bhoga bhavet. Like air condition, bhoga. Air condition, bhoga, it gives you enjoyment, comfort or sukham. Understand the language. You can be very comfortable. What is bhoga? Vilasa. That word, bhoga. Definitely you cannot, hunger is very nice. Suppose there are 100 varieties of food. Bhoga. Anytime hungry? Rich person means what? All bhoga. You want food? Food is there. Want dress? Dress is there. Want car? Car is there. Want to go around? You are there. Anything you can afford. So you are a bhogi. The person who doesn't have it, dukhi, uncomfortable. So if you look for bhoga in the name of sukha, Brahma, that is the delusion. If you equate all comforts as the happiness or security or freedom, you shall be disappointed. Because once it will go by itself, you don't have to take it. That is a putradapi dhanabhajam bhiti. Dhanabhajam, the people who are interested in dhana, prosperity and riches, putradapi bhiti, they are afraid of their own children. Why? Now the child will start demanding, this is mine, you inherited from grandfather, now this is, I also have to take it. Now as you are growing old, you are insecure, because the children will take it away, I don't know what to do. Putradapi dhanabhajam bhiti. Like the people are insecure, they think, this fellow I brought and groomed him as to the office, now he wants to take over, he is becoming the managing director. The guru is afraid of Shishya, the Shishya is going to take over because the fellows are stupid. You understand the point? The person is happy with himself, he doesn't feel frightened by anything. And a person is happy with himself, neither he frightens anybody. You don't want your father's money. Why? You know it is coming to you anyway. Anyway, I can make money by myself. You don't want to play guru. Because a person who has never been a good disciple cannot be a good guru. If his person is not a good student, can he be a good teacher? If you know how to be a disciple, how to be a disciple, how to be a son, how to be a daughter, how to be a husband. Then you shall be a good son, good daughter, good husband, good guru, good teacher. If you are a good student, you know how to learn. The teacher has, my teacher is, some students are there sitting down in the classroom, they will be putting on. How many times he uses what? He doesn't learn what the teacher is teaching. How many times the teacher is telling what? How many times he said, That type of student, what shall they get out of it? Or the person is interested in what dress the teacher is wearing, what food he is eating, is smoking or not smoking. What he is teaching, forget it. Anywhere in life. If you get the essence, that is why they say, जात न पूछिए साधु की पूछ लीजिए ज्ञान, बोल करो तलवार की पड़ा रहने दो मैन. Kabirdas says, जात न पूछिए साधु की. Don't ask this what caste the sadhu is or what is doing, what is not doing, what is. Don't worry about that. पूछ लीजिए ज्ञान. In what type of ashram he has got, what type of apartment or palace he has got, what type of food is eating or not eating, who is coming, who is not going. Don't worry about it. पूछ लीजिए ज्ञान. Take knowledge from him. Take the knowledge. मोल करो तलवार की पड़ा रहने दो मैन. The sword has a cover, a scabbard. Shall you value the sword or the cover? You are not fighting the cover, you take out the sword. So sword is powerful, sword is strong. It doesn't matter it has got a plastic cover, cotton cover bag, ordinary thing or a very strong cover. It doesn't matter because I am interested in the sword. I am interested in diamond, not what type of paper it is covered in. Pink paper, I take it. White paper, understand. So bhoga, if you compare bhoga as the sukha, you shall not be. You can be a bhogi, but you are not sukhi. A happy person. What is the difference? Once you are happy, you can never be unhappy. But once you are a bhogi, you can be dukhi. Bhoge roga bhayam, bhoge roga bhayam, kule chuti bhayam, vitte drupalad bhayam, bhoge roga bhayam. If you want bhoga, eat, what will happen? You can be diabetic, it can be heart attack, you can be obese, roga bhayam. So obesity and all that stuff. Or different kind, why food only? Anything. Excessive enjoyment, if you are drunkard, alcoholic, diabetic, all that thing can bhoge roga bhayam. You are proud of your kula, kulechchiti bhayam. Somebody can scandalize you. Big family. The father was a dictator, Hitler, you know. Nupe, vitte, nupalad, when you have wealth, others will steal it, including the government or the king. Rupe, jaraya, bhayam, if you are handsome or beautiful, afraid of old age. Because all these bhoga, there is a fear. Whereas, one who is happy with himself, there is no bhaya of losing it. There is no fear of losing it. If your happiness has a cause, has a reason, listen, if your happiness has a reason, you are only bhoga, you are only enjoying, bhoga, not sukha. If your happiness has no reason, you are sukhi. Because if there is a reason for your happiness, when the reason is taken away, happiness is taken away. So, when there is, are you happy? Yes. Why? I am the happiness. Sukhi. I am very happy. Why? Because I have got 5 nice cars. Bhogi. You shall be miserable. Nahi sarva parityagam antarena sukhi vibhat. Until whatever you have gone, until you give up everything, you cannot be happy. Listen carefully. What is this giving up now? Physical renunciation? Tyaga in mind. Sankalpa, tyaga antarena, understand. Very nicely commentary also in ASHTAVAKRA Gita is there. Sankalpa tyagam, you know, sarva parityagam. What is the sarva parityaga? Wealth is not yours to be given up. Which one? Are you getting that? Which part of the universe is yours to be given up? What is that you brought that you are going to lose? You have a notion that this body is mine, this house is mine, this body is mine, this wealth is mine, this car is mine. It's a notion. You transfer a notion, you don't transfer the land. When you write it off, what does it mean? You just transfer a notion that is no more, it is there. It's like a husband, wife also. You transfer a notion, you pick up a notion that from today, this is my wife or husband. Then you transfer that notion. From today it is not, divorced. It just cut off. Misunderstanding means what? Relationship, how it breaks down. No, one thought cuts it off. So sankalpa tyaga is sankalpa tyaga antarana na sukhi bhavet. Only when sankalpa that I want this or I don't want this. To be happy, if you want something, you are miserable. To be happy or happiness, if you don't want something, then also you will be miserable. Because whatever you don't want, if it comes, you will be miserable. Whatever you want, it doesn't come, again you are miserable. So to be the happiness, what shall I want or want not? There is no such thing. Whatever, yadruchalava santushta, dandvatido vimaschara. Yadruchalava santushta, whatever comes in the life, fine. Somebody throws a stone, beautiful. Somebody throws a flower, excellent. Life brings in from the unknown, what all manifestation takes place. Today disease comes, tomorrow health is there. How many? You think for yourself, okay? Nice. Therefore, when you get this knowledge, yasya udayamatrena sukhi bhave. So ask yourself, are you a sukhi or a bhogi? Are you a sukhi or you are dukhi? You shall alternate between unhappy and not unhappy. Bhogi means not unhappy. The average person is, as a child, not unhappy. Then he becomes unhappy. Then he forgets that unhappiness by getting something. So if you are not unhappy, again there is a chance of your being unhappy. But if you are happiness itself, you can be happily unhappy and happily not unhappy. Happily going through inconvenience, happily going through no inconvenience. I am happy. Plane is delayed. What to do? I am very happy. Plane is right on time. I am very happy. Food is not there. I am very happy. Food is there also. You understand how beautiful it is. I am very happy with this thought coming up, and very happy no thought comes up. So your happiness doesn't depend upon arrivals and departure of thoughts or arrival and departure of anything in life. How beautiful. Okay? We shall see more of it next class. Just close your eyes. Next class, fantastic. Kartabhya dukha martanda jwala dagdham is for the modern man. What people say? So many responsibilities, That language says, Kartabhya dukha martanda jwala dagdhantaratmana kuta prasama piyusha dhara sarambhute sukam. The person who torments himself, tortures himself, feels loaded, overwhelmed by a sense of duty that I have to do so many things, but the person completely forgets his duty towards himself. How many people live like that? And everybody also they put them on a pedestal. He lived for his wife, he lived for his country, he lived for the husband, he lived for this man, he gave it to this person, everybody. What did he do for himself? As though doing something for yourself will be pain. When you are doing for others, you are really doing it for yourself. Because if you don't do that, you will feel uncomfortable. That is how we have been conditioned to believe. But when you do something first for yourself, that is what you see elaborately we shall see next class. When you know yourself who you are, then you happily do million things. You do it not because it is your duty to do, because you enjoy doing it. When you do it because your duty, you feel burdened. My son, my daughter, my husband, my wife, therefore I must do it. So you will be confining it to 3-4 people. I should do it whom? Hungry. Who? It doesn't matter if it is this religion, this man, that woman, this caste, that caste. I feed the hungry. Why? Enjoy feeding the hungry. Who? Anybody. Neither you are worried, I want to give food but nobody is there. Be happy that there is nobody needs your food. So when you do it for its own sake, because you are happy and happily sharing everything, somebody there to share, beautiful. There is nobody to share, be excellent. That's fantastic. Okay, we shall see that next class. Close your eyes, please. So see that for yourself as we started the class. To be yourself, there is no waiting. For bhoga, there shall be waiting. Comfort, indulgence, enjoyment, you wait for an object. Happiness is uninduced. That is your nature, no waiting. To enjoy food, enjoy sound, touch, taste, smell, you have to depend, wait. But being the happiness, there is no waiting.